Mike, tu me parles d'un problème, tu me parles de changer, de pas changer. Est-ce qu'on peut sortir d'une transaction après inspection, pardon, quoi?
Ben, parce que ça ne nous tente plus de l'acheter parce qu'on n'a pas aimé ce qu'il y avait dans l'inspection.
Non, tu peux pas. Même pour des choses très sérieuses, tu peux pas facilement, légalement.
Ouais.
On a eu une conférence là, il y a quoi, 1 an, 2 ans, 1 an et demi. On a fait venir un avocate spécialisé en droit sur la loi, sur l'immobilier.
Ouais.
Puis elle nous expliquait que c'est pas ce qu'on fait souvent et ce qu'on dit, c'est pas vrai, c'est pas facile. Même si l'interprétation de l'acheteur, parce que ça dit dans la clause que ce soit que ça ait un impact significatif sur le prix, c'est pas aussi facile que juste pour moi. Changer une porte, ça a un impact significatif, fait que je me sors du deal. Mais le problème, c'est plus profond que ça pour moi. C'est ça que je voulais discuter avec toi, Mike, parce que c'est pas les courtiers qui passent trop de temps sur le pourquoi puis comment j'aurais pu parler différemment à mon client pour pas qu'il se sorte de la transaction, etc., etc. C'est pas ça le vrai problème. De mon opinion, c'est que tu n'as pas assez de clients. Tu n'as pas assez d'opportunités pour quoi?
Ben, pour être capable de mieux convertir.
Pour pas te soucier de ça. Parce qu'il y en a un qui veut plus acheter.
Ben, il y a quelqu'un qui va dire aussi, mais ton service à la clientèle, à ce moment-là, il n'est pas aussi efficace.
Qu'est-ce que ça rapporte, là?
Parce que regarde, si moi j'ai un client, mais j'en ai 50, et je me dis, laisse faire lui, je vais passer aux autres parce que ça
il veut plus acheter. Je vais pas commencer à essayer de trouver. Puis, tu sais, l'affaire, c'est que, vous le savez, vous ne dormez pas toute la nuit à essayer de trouver une solution magique sur comment je vais y parler pour qu'il change d'idée, qu'il ne veut plus acheter. Mets ton énergie sur le fait d'avoir plus d'opportunités. Si tu as 10 clients, si tu en as 100, 100 personnes qui disent « je veux acheter puis vendre avec toi », est-ce que tu vas te soucier de 1, 2, 5 qui vont dire hey, « écoute, Étienne, on a changé d'idée, on ne veut plus acheter, on ne veut plus vendre, on ne veut plus investir ». Mais je vais dire, pas de problème, envoie-moi un texte message, puis c'est beau, all the best.
C'est très vrai.
Et je vais garder contact avec le client, je vais l'entretenir, ma relation, mais ça va être pour une autre fois, mais je ne serai pas tout devastated.
Ouais.
You see what I'm saying?
Ouais.
I'm not going to be all crushed where I can't get up the next day and showing up at the office at 11:30 a.m. all down and Mike, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, you're not going to get depressed over it.
But this is what happens. And then you linger.
Yeah.
You bask.
I think,
Mike, you bask in this feeling of there's no way, it's so hard.
I think what it is that, when a broker works really hard within one particular transaction, depending the amount of hours or months that they may have worked on it, I think that, especially if it's a big transaction, then the broker might feel in some sense that, hey, you know what? I've done all this. It's not now that I'm going to quit and not try to make sure that transaction goes through. Now, maybe or maybe not, your client might have made a decision based on emotion, and then you want to bring the client back to the logic. Is it incorrect to do that?
No, there's nothing incorrect in it. It's how you feel about it, right? It's more emotional based, what you just said.
On the client's part.
On the broker part. The broker feels. He feels that he spent too much. He feels that it wasn't fair.
Or how about he knows that he spent X amount of hours?
It's a feeling.
Did he not spend the hours?
There's no feelings in business. There's no fair. There's no, what's the word that a lot of brokers use all the time? It's the principle of it. There's none of that in business.
Right. Okay. So in your opinion, right? If somebody spent 40 hours or 60 hours or 100 hours working on a specific project and did not get the result that he was anticipating for.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be spending 60 hours on one thing and one because you're talking a project means what? It doesn't mean a real estate project.
It could have been a real estate project.
No, what you meant, Mike, don't.
No, it could have been a real estate.
I've known you too long.
No, we're not talking about me. I'm giving you a scenario.
Yeah, your scenario, you meant to say in a clearer way, meant to say Johnny spent 60 hours working with Julie, and now Julie's changing her mind, or she wants to not do something or buy or whatever, and now you're crushed because you spent all your energy on one human being. Don't do that. That's my point. If you had 100 Julies,
right?
If you focused your energy and your attention on getting more Julies instead of servicing Julie to 60 hours, but only having Julie,
right?
you wouldn't be crushed. You wouldn't be devastated. You wouldn't be all emotional about the Julie not buying the house in your scenario. So all that to say, I think it's about the focus and the priorities. I think we've got our focus on the wrong things. The day you change that focus on getting more instead of how could I have done it differently?
Okay.
And by the way, if you have 100 buyers or 100 sellers or 100, what do you think is going to happen with your skill set?
Well, you're going to become a lot better.
You're going to become a lot better at everything because now you've done it 100 times instead of one time.
So what do you say to the broker, the experienced broker that has maybe, a set of network of people, high valued people that he's been doing business with a long time and has done multiple maybe transactions with that particular person. And then now there comes to this one particular deal that happens to be more difficult than the others. He spent a tremendous amount of time on that particular situation. At that point, do you turn around and say, oh, well, it didn't work out and you just move on to the next? Or do you actually feel that maybe you should do it in person?
You do what you have to do, which is what?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, you're very vague with your question, so I'm
not vague. I was really.
It's a vague question. It was pretty. Give me a more specific scenario where the client wants to do this and now he can't do it. Now I'm coming in.
Example. I'll give you something more concrete.
Because you're talking about the moon hitting the earth.
Let's say there was a real estate project for a build or something that were to happen. Yes. He didn't end up getting the license. The financing didn't go through the anticipated. There's a whole bunch of little things that are that the client himself, even though things are moving on, he's like, you know what? I just don't want to do this anymore.
Your problem is this. What? You were working on one project instead of working on 10 projects.
Maybe there was multiple projects. Who knows? My point is that that's a VIP customer. Do you treat that customer any differently?
All clients are VIPs to me.
Okay.
So I don't have that problem.
So you would consider somebody that's been loyal to you for the next 20 years the same as somebody that's just walking through the door in terms of time that you're going to spend with them?
A client is a client.
Okay.
The trick is to find the way to service all these hundreds of people.
Okay.
But is it okay if not everybody's happy? Is it normal? It's not. Is it okay? Is it normal that you're not going to please 100% of everybody? Now, we spoke about that when? Last Friday? Monday?
Yeah.
Sometime recently?
Yeah.
You were asking me the question.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, but you see, what I've noticed in my experience, there is such a thing called customer loyalty. And the way I look at it is that
there's no customer loyalty
there is at all. Go to the dealer, bring back your car.
Exactly.
Right? Didn't they not give you a perk?
Yeah, but they don't care about me. They don't even know my name. I've been there for 15 years, 20 years. They didn't even, no one greeted me. Hey, Mr. Mellor, come on in. That's how I would love to be treated.
But they gave you a perk, though.
They didn't give me a perk. They lied. They told me, they made me feel like I had some kind of an advantage. And
did you not buy because of it?
I know I did because what am I going to do? This is the world we live in.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the point. So they gave you a perk. You got that perk, and you ended up buying.
What perk? What perk did I get?
You got a perk.
I got a car. I went with my car. My lease was up. I got a new car.
You got the perk. You got the car at a better price.
No.
You did not get it at a better price?
You didn't pay attention when I told you what happened. So you're not listening to stories.
You did get a better price, though.
No, I gave them my car, which was worth a lot, so that they reduced it. I'm not saving nothing. They're happy. I'm happy because I'm getting a new car, but no perks, no advantages.
I thought it was.
They make me feel like they're trying to make me, but I'm not an idiot. Okay. I can do the math. I know what's going on.
So on the selling part, did they succeed on the selling part? In keeping you?
Well, I think I succeeded, to be honest, because I didn't want to do the original thing was I was supposed to buy the car and then sell the car. But that's going to require time that I don't want to put in that thing.
Right.
So I'm willing to save that time, make them feel like they're getting the deal with the car because I'm giving them the car in exchange for a newer car. So it's a win-win, but they had to make me feel like I was
exactly what.
But I made them feel the same thing. So we're both doing the same thing. So I don't know where we're going with this.
So that they still had to make you feel for the deal to come through.
But this salesperson was not looking at me like I'm not his only client. See?
But did you see how he made you feel though?
This is what
Did you see how he put the blanket on the car though? Did you see the whole?
Nah, they do that for everybody. Mike, it goes back to exactly what I'm saying. This guy's got many Etiennes as a client, not one or two.
Not many.
No, he does. I know him.
You're part of the VIP group.
What are you selling me now?
No. But you're part of the VIP group. Come on, somebody that comes in and looks at entry level would not get the same service.
No, I think they do. I actually asked them, but now we're going off topic.
Yeah.
The point was, this guy's got many clients. You want many clients. You do not want one or two, or else you will be crushed. Now, think of all the bigger brokers you know, because we're talking about real estate, right? Mm. Do they get devastated and crushed? Do you see them coming in the morning and sitting in your office for 7 hours discussing this one client with this one snap? No, they're not happy about losing a potential transaction, but they don't linger and bask into this.
No.
Oh, poor me.
No, but I think it's more of a beginner broker that would find themselves in a situation like that, or people that don't do a lot of transactions tend to feel that every time something comes along, they tend to hold on to it a lot more. Yeah. In hopes that it happens, you know.
And that's how I felt also about everything. Think of any type of business, whatever it is, the product, the service, the client, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I felt the same way when something didn't go my way, but then I realized my problem is because I don't have enough. I don't have enough opportunities. I don't have enough clients, so it crushes me when I lose.
Yeah.
So all that to say, the whole point of this is this.
Get more opportunities.
Get more opportunities, and stop trying to figure out the little mechanical thing that didn't go right and what's the secret recipe to convert everybody. It's impossible. Accept it, and then you'll be happy. With that, great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and we'll see you Monday.
Take care.